Hello, Blues Nation. Apologies for the little technical difficulties there. We should be up and running for the rest of the game. The Philippines baseball group with the leadoff base runner in Addy Daudet. Coming up to the plate now will be Austin Bash. He's facing Lucas Shannon on the mound. First pitch to Bash is a called strike one. On the mound today for the Blues, as I mentioned, is Lucas Shannon. I'll give you a little look at the lineup for the Philippines baseball group and fielding for the Blues shortly here, as that one is hit up the middle of the field over to Brady Alves at second, tossed over to Mario at short, fired over to first. He will be safe at first and out at second for the first out of the game here. Let's take a little bit of a look at that lineup. Hitting leadoff, who just got out over at second, is Addy Daudet. Second is Austin Bash, who's now over at first. Hector Pena in the third spot. Hitting cleanup is Isaiah Chavez. Braden Sells in fifth. Caden Lewis in sixth. Ethan Granillo hits in seventh today. With 8, Nomar Vasquez at the end of the order will be Wyatt Lamansa. At the plate now is Hector Pena, still a runner on first after Austin Bash hit into over to second over at Brady Alves, who underhand tossed it to get out the leadoff base runner. It is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here at Sinsheimer. One of the last couple of regular season games the Blues are going to play in this 2026 season. It is currently 71 degrees and sunny. We can expect a little bit of heat as we head into the weekend. The Blues will play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at home. It'll be 86 on Friday. Of course, it'll be an evening game, so hopefully a little bit cooler. And then Saturday, thankfully, another evening game, not that 4 p.m. time. It'll be a 6 p.m. start since it will be a fireworks show. It'll be 89 on Saturday, and then, of course, the one daytime game the Blues will play this week on Sunday. It's going to be 90 degrees. So come prepared, bring your sunscreen, have a fun time here at the ballpark. That one is fouled off over the first base side by Hector Pena. The count is 1-2. Fought off that pitch to stay alive in the at-bat. There's one out here at Sinsheimer. We've just gone underway against the Philippines baseball group. A runner stands on first. Pitch misses outside for ball 2. Let's take a little look at the first baseman over there for the Blues. It's Ethan Johnson. It's just his third game with the Blues on the season. He's played just one other game here at home. It was against the Academy Barons. He got 2 at-bats, 1 RBI, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and 1 ground out. Pitch is in the dirt. Off goes Austin Bash for second. The throwdown is way off the plate out into center field. He's going to go for third. Chavez lines over to third to Brennan Comerford. He will be safe. So that'll be a stolen base for Austin Bash to second, and then an error on the catcher Miles Mader to get to third for Austin Bash. And just like that, the Philippines baseball group, a runner in scoring position just 90 feet away from putting the first run on the game here in the top of the first inning. The count is 3-2, a full count for Lucas Shannon and Hector Pena, who's at the plate. The infield all touching the grass. And a big swing from Pena for strikeout number 1 here. And out number 2, a big out for Lucas Shannon. I mean, a runner stands on third after a stolen base and error gets him all the way over, especially in a game as important as the one is today. As I was saying in the pregame show, the Blues are fighting for first place right now against the Walnut Creek Crawdads. They currently sit in 2. The Blues, to clinch a playoff spot, need to win at least one of the next 5 games they've got going on to make it to that Tuesday wild card game. So the Blues need to just take one, and they've got a pretty tough schedule up ahead of them. They take on the Conejo Oaks Thursday in Thousand Oaks and Friday at home, and then on Saturday they take on the Academy Barons, and on Sunday the Orange County Riptides. So the Blues hoping to get a win tonight to be able to settle down a little bit for the next couple of games they've got, especially considering it'll be a big weekend for the County of San Luis Obispo, seeing as it's the last weekend of Blues baseball, as that one is shot back down the third base side. Miles Mader trying to back pick Austin Bash over at third. Nevertheless, it'll be a swing and miss by Isaiah Chavez, who's currently at the plate. And the count, 1-2. Austin Bash is on third. The 1-2 misses inside near the hands of Chavez. The deuces are wild. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It is the top of the first inning. The Philippines baseball group, a runner 90 feet away from scoring as that one is hit hard out into left field. Dom Nahar will sit back, make the catch, and that will be it for the top of the first inning. The Philippines baseball group with 2 hits, no runs scored, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We will head into the bottom of the first inning where the Blues will get a chance to swing their bats for the first time today. It is the bottom of the first inning. Cesar Chavez will lead it off for the Blues here against the Philippines baseball group. The Philippines baseball group with 2 hits, no runs, 1 error on the catcher, Miles Mader, and 1 runner left on base in the top of the first inning. That error allowing Austin Bash, the number 2 hitter, to get his way all the way to third. However, a strikeout and flyout end the inning with him on base. And that'll be 1 ball and 1 strike to Cesar Chavez. Pitch to miss, swung on and sent down the right side of the field. That will fall into the Blues bullpen. It'll actually hit off of the light post and bounce back in the field. That is 1 in a million shot right there. Nevertheless, that is strike 2 to Chavez. The 1-2 pitch misses low and outside for ball 2 to Chavez. And when we get a moment, we will take a look at the lineup for the Blues. On the mound for the Philippines baseball group is Stefano Gonzalez, who hits Chavez in the back. And that'll be a leadoff hit by pitch and base runner for the Blues. Cesar Chavez, the first batter of the day for the Blues. He is hit by pitch, and that'll be a base runner for the left fielder, Dom Nahar. Dom Nahar hitting in the 2 spot today. We've kind of seen him move all over the lineup recently. In the game on Sunday, he hit in the 2 spot again after Comerford. However, on Saturday, he hit in the 8 spot as he hits that one up the field to the glove of the second baseman, who fires it back to first. It will not be in time to get Chavez, but that'll be the first out here. It'll be 1 pitch, 1 out to Dom Nahar. And that'll bring up the third baseman hitting in the 3 spot, Brendan Comerford. He as well moved around a little bit, especially in the second half of the season throughout the lineup. We saw him drop into the 4 spot a couple of times, even saw him hitting leadoff for a couple of games as well, but he's kind of taken back to his number 3 spot as we so often see him. He'll see ball 1 for the first pitch from Gonzalez. Off goes Chavez to second. The tag will be in time. Cesar Chavez out on the base pads. That'll be Isaiah Chavez in the squat to get him out. And the Blues with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Chavez heading for second, trying to get a runner in scoring position early here in the bottom of the first inning. Just unable to get a good jump on that and make his way to second. Isaiah Chavez with a great throw down to first, right on the money, as that one is hit over to the shortstop, Ahani Reister. Fired over to first. It's off the bag. He will be safe. Brendan Comerford is safe over at first. That'll be an error on the shortstop, Ahani Reister. Throw off the bag to his first baseman, Ethan Granillo, allowing Brendan Comerford to be safe. But nevertheless, the Blues will keep it going here in the bottom of the first inning for the designated hitter, Kyle Becker. Kyle Becker, the cleanup batter for the Blues today. Big lead from Comerford. He takes off for second. He will be safe. The Blues will get a stolen base here, and Brendan Comerford, a great jump from Comerford over at first, taking a big lead. He doesn't take off for second until the ball's in the glove of the catcher, Isaiah Chavez, and his speed gets him there safe. The throw, thankfully, off the bag a little bit. It was a big stretch for the shortstop, Ahani Reister, and unable to place the tag before Brendan Comerford slid in safely, but a runner in scoring position for the Blues. In the count, 1-1 to the designated hitter, Kyle Becker. Comerford with a big lead over at first. The pitch is swung on and sent foul back to the fence for strike 2. It is the bottom of the first inning. The Philippines baseball group put a runner on third in the top half of this inning. The Blues trying to do the same here in the bottom. The 1-2 pitch misses outside, and the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner stands on second the Blues looking to score the first run of the game. The 2-2 pitch misses low, and the count runs full. Three balls, 2 strikes. It's Kyle Becker at the plate. The pitch is swung on and sent sky high down the left side of the field. Going for is Hector Pena. Will he make the catch? No, he will not. And Kyle Becker with another chance at the plate. Hector Pena follows that ball all the way to the third baseline fence. The ball falls fair, but he was unable to track it to make the catch. And Kyle Becker will walk back into the batter's box. Brendan Comerford back over to second. It's a full count to Kyle Becker. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. The Blues looking to make something happen here. The pitch is swung on and sent to the left side of the field. That ball will go out into the parking lot. Kyle Becker, an impressive at-bat. He's really making Stefano Gonzalez pitch to him here. He's fighting off balls, taking good hacks. The 3-2 misses outside, and Kyle Becker draws a walk. What an at-bat for the designated hitter. He gets Gonzalez to throw a high pitch count here in that at-bat, and then draws a walk to put a runner on first base. Let's take a little look at the lineup for the Blues here. Chavez, who led it off, followed by Nahar and Comerford. We just saw Kyle Becker, the designated hitter, at the plate. Diego Murillo stepping to the plate now in that 5 spot. Ethan Johnson will hit 6th, followed by the catcher Miles Mader hitting 7th. 8th will be Kosei Suzuki, and then rounding out the order will be Brady Alves hitting in that number 9 spot. But first, we will see Diego Murillo to the plate. Murillo will come up with a runner on first and second. It's Kyle Becker and Brendan Comerford. Dancing over at second is Comerford. The pitch will go home, and that'll be a called strike 1. The infield off of their bags. It's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Braden Zell's over at second, standing diagonally to second base. And that'll be a big hit up the middle for Diego Murillo. It'll fall hard back into left center field. Round comes Brendan Comerford. He will score the first run. Rene Regalado giving the all clear to Kyle Becker. No throw in. Kyle Becker touches home, and that is 2 runs for the Blues. Diego Murillo with a 2 RBI double here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. A hard hit ball out into left center field sends Wyatt LaMarsta and Hector Pena chasing for it all the way back to the warning track and the outfield fence. And Diego Murillo, he brings the first 2 runs in for the Blues. And just in time for Ethan Johnson to come to the plate. The first pitch to Johnson will be a called strike 1. On the mound, as I mentioned, is Stefano Gonzalez, who has done a good job fighting and battling with the Blues players here. They've just gone a couple of good hits off of him here, especially just one very good hit off of him, that double by Diego Murillo. Other than that, it was a hit by pitch to get on the leadoff base runner, who was evidently thrown out by the catcher, heading for second. And then, of course, the error by the shortstop to get on Brendan Comerford, the walk to Kyle Becker, and then that 2 RBI double by Diego Murillo. That one hit out to left field again. Tracking back is Pena. He will run into the wall but make the catch in time, and that will be it for the first inning. The Blues score 2 runs off of just 1 hit. They leave 1 runner on, but it is a 2-0 ball game here at Sinsheimer as we head into the top of the 2nd inning. It is the top of the 2nd inning here at Sinsheimer. The Blues score 2 in the bottom half of the inning off of a 2 RBI double by Diego Murillo. But the Philippines baseball group with another chance to swing the bats here in the 2nd. At the plate now is Braden Sells. And he sees ball 1 from Lucas Shannon on the mound. On deck for the Philippines baseball group is Caden Lewis as Braden Sells is hit by pitch, the first batter of the top of the 2nd inning. Lucas Shannon nails him and will head down to first base for the first base runner of the inning for the Philippines baseball group. And with that, Caden Lewis will step to the plate. First pitch to Lewis misses high for ball 1. Ethan Johnson stands with Sells over at first. The 1-0 pitch is a call to strike 1. Lucas Shannon on the mound for the Blues. The right-handed sophomore from the University of Arizona, and he is going to hit Caden Lewis as well. That'll be back-to-back hit by pitches, and that'll prompt a mound visit for Lucas Shannon. On second is now Braden Sells, and on first is Caden Lewis. As I was saying, Lucas Shannon, the right-handed sophomore from the University of San Diego. It's his 4th start with the Blues in the season, his 9th appearance. He's pitched 16 and 1/3 innings with an ERA of 5.51 and 22 strikeouts. He played against the Philippines baseball group the last time that the Blues and the Philippines met on June 19th. He went 2 innings with just letting up 1 hit and 2 strikeouts. He now with just 1 strikeout and 2 hits so far in the game, and then of course 2 hit by pitches in Caden Lewis and Braden Sells. And that will bring it to the plate Ethan Granillo. The corner infielders in on the grass as he shows bunt. That one will miss low and outside for ball 1. It is Ethan Johnson at first, and of course Brendan Comerford over at third. They both stand on the infield grass. Brady Alves and Diego Murillo at second and shortstop hanging back. He shows bunt again, as that one is a called strike 1. The 1-1 pitch. It's called strike 2. Ethan Granillo, who has now pulled back, no longer showing bunt. We still see Brendan Comerford nearing that infield grass. Ethan Johnson over at first is now pushed back to stand with his runner, Caden Lewis. The 1-2 pitch gets away from the catcher, Miles Mader, and that will send both base runners over. Braden Sells now on third, and Caden Lewis stands on second. It'll be a wild pitch for Lucas Shannon that sends both base runners over. And ball 2 to the batter, Ethan Granillo. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are no outs here in the top of the second inning. 2 runners in scoring position for the Philippines baseball group. The 2-2 pitch misses high and inside. The count runs full. Ethan Shannon on the mound for the SLO Blues as he faces the number 7 batter, Ethan Granillo. Pitch is high and inside. It won't hit him, but that will be a walk for Ethan Granillo. And just like that, the bases are loaded here at Sinsheimer. The Philippines baseball group have sent 3 batters to the plate here in the top of the second. The first 2 hit by pitch, both advancing a base by a wild pitch. And now Ethan Granillo takes first on a walk, and that will prompt Dean Traynor to the mound. The bases loaded here, and that will be it for Lucas Shannon. He will retire after just 1 inning and 3 batters in the second. We will let you know who the Blues are taking to the mound when we get back. On the mound now for the Blues is Matt Betancourt, the right-handed sophomore from Fresno Pacific University. It's his 12th appearance with the Blues on the season. He's coming in for Lucas Shannon, who pitched the first inning and then faced the first 3 batters of the second. And Betancourt will serve strike 1 to Nomar Vasquez. Betancourt will inherit 3 base runners, 2 off of hit by pitches and 1 off of a walk, as he serves strike 2. Corner infielders on the infield grass. It's Ethan Johnson on first and Brendan Comerford over on third. Standing on first base is Ethan Granillo for the Philippines Baseball Group, Caden Lewis at second, and Braden Sells over on third. There are no outs here as Vasquez swings and misses. That is strike number 1. A 3-pitch strikeout for Matt Betancourt here in his first batter faced in the second. And that'll bring up the bottom of the order. It's Wyatt Lamarzna. He comes to the plate with 1 out now. Bases still loaded. He will face Matt Betancourt and sees strike 1. Pitch coming in at 85 miles per hour. Second pitch is swung on and hit foul. That'll be strike number 2 to the number 9 batter, Wyatt Lamarza. Matt Betancourt, who last pitched against the Menlo Park Legends earlier last week. He went 2 1/3 innings with 2 hits, no runs scored, and 2 strikeouts, as that one is hit over to the left side of the infield. Diego Maria will glove the ball but will not make a throw to first. The Philippines Baseball Group will score 1. It's Braden Sells who comes in from third. The first run of the game for the Philippines Baseball Group, and they will come within just 1 run of the Blues. The bases are still loaded. Wyatt Lamanza with an RBI single. And the top of the order at the plate, it's Ahani Reister. The first pitch is swung on for strike 1. It's a big swing from Reister, looking to get that ball out of the infield, at least give the opportunity to Caden Lewis to tag up or more hopefully score a couple of runs, and that will just happen. He hits that ball to the left side of the field. Incoming is Caden Lewis. He tags up. The throw to home will not be in time, and just like that, the Philippines Baseball Group has tied it up here in the second. Caden Lewis scores for the second run of the day for the Philippines Baseball Group. Reister with a sac fly out to left, and he scores the second run of the inning. Austin Bash now to the plate. He'll come with just 2 runners on base, 1 on first and the other on second. Pitch is swung on for strike 1. On second stands Ethan Granillo, and on first is Wyatt Lamanza. Swung on and hit up the middle of the field. Diego Maria will come in on it, send it over to first. He will be out over at first. And that will be it for the top of the second inning. The Philippines Baseball Group score 2 runs to tie it up on just 1 hit. No errors and 2 runners left on base, but the game is tied here in the second. The Blues will come up here with the bottom of the order when we get back here on the Blue Streaming Network. the Philippines baseball group score 2 more runs in the top of the second inning. The inning started out with 2 back-to-back hit-by pitches to Braden Sells and Caden Lewis, both advancing a base on a wild pitch while Lucas Shannon was on the mound. Ethan Granillo then walked and prompted Dean Trainer to the mound. He replaced Shannon with Matt Betancourt, who came in and struck out Nomar Vasquez with a 3-pitch out, followed by Wyatt Lamonza with a 1 RBI single, and then a sac fly by Ahani Rice to the top of the order to score Caden Lewis for the second run, and then Austin Bash out on a ground out. The Blues now at the plate. It is Miles Mader, the catcher, who sees strike 1. A big swing from him for strike number 2. On the mound for the Philippines baseball group, it's Stefano Gonzalez in his second inning. No balls and 2 strikes. It's the bottom of the second, a 2-2 ball game. That one misses low and outside for ball 1. Miles Mader, who appeared in the game on Saturday against the Santa Barbara Foresters, but not on Sunday. It was Kevin Spear in the squad on Sunday. A look at his outing on Saturday against the Foresters. He popped up to the second baseman in his first at-bat, followed by a very, very exciting second and third. He doubled to lead it off in the 5th inning as he strikes out here against Gonzalez for the first out in the bottom of the second inning, and that brings up Kosei Suzuki. Kosei Suzuki steps to the plate with 1 out here in the bottom of the second as he hits that one over to the second baseman, who fields it and sends it over to first to get out number 2. Kosei Suzuki hits that one over to the second baseman, Braden Sells. Routine play for the second baseman, fires that over to first, and just like that, there are 2 outs here in the second. The Blues needing a few more base runners to take back the lead that they lost in the top half of this inning, and nevertheless, it's Brady Alves at the plate. He comes up and shows bunt. Alves shows bunt, pulls back. There are no base runners and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Alves looking to bunt and try to get on, but that'll be strike 1. Strike number 2 called. No bunt. Watches that one for strike 2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Brady Alves at the plate. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and fouled off. He will stay alive. Brady Alves over at second today. Did not appear against the Santa Barbara Foresters on Sunday. He did come in the game on Saturday when Brendan Comerford came to pitch and close out the game. He hits that one down the third base side. It'll fall foul. And we'll get another chance at the plate. As I was saying, he came in for Brendan Comerford when he stepped to the mound to close out the game against the Foresters, and moved Diego Gonzalez over to third and Brady Alves over to second. But that will be it for Brady Alves here in the bottom of the second inning. He strikes out swinging, and The Philippines baseball group faces the minimum in the bottom of the second inning. The Blues with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The game is still tied as we head into the top of the third. Hector Pena will lead it off here in the top of the third inning for the Philippines baseball group. He will be hit with the first pitch coming from Matt Betancourt and will head down to first.
Again, the Blues are off tomorrow.
A leadoff base runner for the Philippines baseball group. This is the third batter hit by pitch so far in this game. The first 2 in the top of the second from Lucas Shannon. The first from Matt Betancourt here to Hector Pena. And he is now down at first. And Isaiah Chavez now will head to the plate. First pitch to Chavez will miss outside for ball 1. Isaiah Chavez, who flew out to left field in the first. Second pitch, a called strike 1. Big swing from Chavez for strike number 2. Hector Pena over on first. He stands with Ethan Johnson in for CJ Moran today, who we usually see over in that first base position. 2 balls and 2 strikes. At the plate is Isaiah Chavez. The 2-2. And that is a strikeout looking to Isaiah Chavez. And he knew that to be true, walking out of the box before the strike 3 was even called. And that'll be the first out here in the top of the third inning. Matt Betancourt strikes out Isaiah Chavez looking. The runner still stands on first. It's Hector Pena. And to the plate is Braden Sells. First pitch to him will be high and outside for ball 1. One ball and no strikes as Betancourt serves in strike 1. The Philippine baseball group, who is 1-20 on the season. They're facing the Blues as that one is hit high out into left center field. Going back is Dom Nahar. He does not make the catch. Bounces off of the wall himself and the ball. Incoming is Hector Pina. He will touch home, and the Philippine baseball group will take the lead for the first time in the game today. It is a 3-2 ball game. A RBI double for Braden Sells all the way back to the left field fence. Dom Nahar and Cesar Chavez both making a huge effort to get out there. Dom Nahar even trying to make the catch on the run, however unable to get to it in time. And Caden Lewis to the plate. The runners still in scoring position for the Philippines baseball group. It's Braden Sells who stands on second.
Special announcement for Tim Wilkinson.
Ball 1 to Caden Lewis, who's now at the plate for the Philippines baseball group. Appeared in the top of the second inning. He was hit by a pitch and then followed by a wild pitch to get him to second. He was scored by Wyatt Lamonza. Sorry, a sac fly by Ahani Reister scored Caden Lewis. 1 ball and 1 strike. A runner on second, and Braden Sells, as that one is hit hard the other way and will fall foul into the Blues bullpen for strike 2. Hector Pina scores here in the top of the third after an RBI double by Braden Sells. Hector Pina, who got on via hit by pitch off the first ball thrown to him. The 1-2. Hit up the field over to second. Big dive by Brady Alves. He makes the throw to first. He will be out over at first. Caden Lewis out at first. A huge effort by Brady Alves over on second. Dives, turns his body, makes the throw on the ground. Braden Sells will move over to third, now just 90 feet away from increasing this lead, but there are 2 outs here in the top of the third. To the plate now is Ethan Granillo. First pitch to him is called strike 1. It'll be Granillo's first time facing Matt Betancourt. He was the last batter to face Lucas Shannon until he was replaced by Betancourt in the top of the second. He hits that one over to the other side. It's Diego Murillo this time who makes the play, and he will be out at first. What an effort by our middle infielders. Back-to-back outings for Brady Alves and Diego Murillo, who gets that one going to the right side of the field. A little spin over by second base. Gets out Ethan Granillo for the last out here in the top of the third inning. The Philippines baseball group score 1 off of just 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The Blues are now chasing as we head into the bottom half of the inning. It is the top of the order here in the bottom of the third inning. At the plate is Cesar Chavez. He hits that one up the middle of the field over to the shortstop, who makes the throw over to first. And what an effort by the first baseman for the Philippines baseball group. He lays out and makes the catch over at first. It's Ethan Granillo. The throw from Ahani Reister off the bag, and Ethan Granillo able to keep his foot on the base for out number one here in the bottom of the third inning. That'll bring up the number 2 batter, Dom Nahar. First pitch to him is swung on for strike number 1. Dom Nahar, who popped out to the shortstop in the first inning. Now at the plate for the second time today. The Philippine baseball group score one more in the top half of the inning. It was a RBI double by Braden Sells to score Hector Pena, who got on via hit by pitch, the first batter of the inning. And the first pitch puts him on. The Philippines baseball group taking the first lead of the day. The 1-1 is swung off the end of the bat. That'll fall foul over the first base side for strike 2. The Blues need to win just one of the next 5 upcoming games to secure that number 2 spot and play here at Sinsheimer on Tuesday in the wild card game. Hoping to do it early on here to relax a little bit for the next couple of games. Tomorrow they head down to Thousand Oaks, California to take on the Conejo Oaks, and then the Oaks will come up to Sinsheimer on Friday, and they'll play once again. And then on Saturday, firework game, the last Saturday game of regular season play here at Sinsheimer. That'll be against the Academy Barons, and that is strike 3 to Dom Nahar. Nahar strikes out swinging for out number 2. And Brendan Comerford will now come to the plate. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. On the mound still for the Philippines baseball group is Stefano Gonzalez. Gonzalez, who faced the minimum in the bottom of the second inning. He's on track to do it again here, but first he'll face Brendan Comerford. That one gets away from the glove of Isaiah Chavez in the squat for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs here to Brendan Comerford, who reached base on an error by the shortstop in his first at bat. He'll lace that one up the middle of the field and will trinkle into right center field. He's going for second, and the tag will be in time. A huge throw by the center fielder Wyatt Lamarnsna to Ahani Reister over at short. Brendan Comerford, who was trying to stretch that hit into a double, unable to get there in time. And that will be it for the third inning. The Blues send just 3 batters to the plate and are still trailing by 1 as we head into the 4th inning here on the Blues Streaming Network. It is the top of the 4th inning. The Philippines baseball group leading the Blues 3-2 here at Sinsheimer. At the plate is Nomar Vasquez, and he'll see strike one from Matt Betancourt on the mound for the Blues. Nomar Vasquez, the first batter that Matt Betancourt saw in the game today, as that one misses outside for ball one. Betancourt, who came in the 2nd inning for Lucas Shannon after Shannon faced Sells, Lewis, and Granillo. And Matt Betancourt came in to pitch to Nomar Vasquez. He struck him out with just 3 pitches. The count is now 2-1. Pitch is up the middle. Betancourt attempting to get a glove on that one, but it'll trickle into center field. Diego Murillo over at short, laying out, trying to make the play. Nevertheless, Nomar Vasquez to first. Wyatt Lamarzna now to the plate for the Philippines baseball group. He'll come up with a runner on first. In his first plate appearance today, he singled in the 2nd. It was an RBI single to score the first run of the game for the Philippines baseball group and Braden Sells. That one hit hard down to the left side of the field. It's Dom Nahar going back. He makes the catch and sends that one all the way back into the infield. It looks like Nomar Vasquez thinking that ball was going to drop. He took off for second, made his way back to first. There was no throw to first, but he does not tag up. And the umpire is calling time. Looks like Brady Alves talking with the middle umpire over at second. All seems well. Still a runner on first, but there's one out now in the top of the 4th inning, and it's Ahani Reister to the plate. He hits that one up the middle of the field. It's Brady Alves who makes the play to second. It's a double play. He throws it to first. Throw will not be in time. Leadoff base runner Nomar Vasquez out on the pads. Ahani Reister singles and will replace him at first. Now 2 outs here in the 4th. A runner stands on first, and the number 2 batter, Austin Bash, to the plate. Throw over to first will not be in time. Ahani Reister not with a terribly huge lead over at first. Matt Betancourt trying to keep him at bay. That one hit off the end of the barrel over to the visiting dugout down the third base side. And that will be strike one. Austin Bash singles in the first. Advanced to second on a stolen base and to third on an error by the catcher, Miles Mader. Another throw over to Reister on first will not be in time. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. The 0-1 is swung on and hit over to Alves at second. He'll make the play to first. The throw way over the head of the first baseman. There will be no out at first. And Ethan Johnson tries to make the throw over to shortstop to get out Ahani Reister, who looked as if he was thinking about heading to third. The play not in time over at second. And that will result in 2 base runners for the Philippines baseball group. That'll be an error on the second baseman, Brady Alves. An error to allow Austin Bash on to base. And that'll bring up Hector Pena. First pitch is swung on for strike one. On second is Ahani Reister. On first, it's Austin Bash. That one in the dirt. For ball one to Hector Pena, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat in the first inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Dancing over at second is Reister. The pitch home is swung on for strike 2. Fans calling for their hot sauce. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. A runner in scoring position, another on first. The 1-2 misses away from Miles Mader. Round comes Ahani Reister. He will not head for home. It'll be a wild pitch that advances both base runners. Austin Bash will head to second. Ahani Reister to third. And ball 2 to Hector Pena. The deuces are wild. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on the base paths for the Philippines baseball group. The pitch, and that is a call to strike 3 to Hector Pena. Matt Bancourt finishes it out there in the top of the 4th inning. The Philippines baseball group with no runs scored, 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. They still lead the Blues 3-2 heading into the bottom half of the 4th inning, and we will have it here on the Blues Streaming Network. Kyle Becker to lead it off for the Blues here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Philippines baseball group score no runs in the top half of the inning. They left 2 base runners on with 2 hits and 1 error by the second baseman, Brady Alves. The score is still 3-2 Philippines baseball group. At the plate is Kyle Becker, who fouls that one off for strike 2. The Philippines baseball group have faced just the minimum against the Blues in the last 2 innings. In the second, it was Miles Mader, Kosei Suzuki, and Brady Alves. In the third, Cesar Chavez, Dom Nahar, and Brendan Comerford. Kyle Becker here looking to mix it up. He hits that one hard down the third base line. Making the catch is going to be the left fielder, Hector Pena, for out number 1. Kyle Becker out on a fly ball to left field for the first out in the bottom of the 4th.
Stepping in now, number 7
And that will bring up the shortstop, Diego Murillo. Murillo, who had a double in the first, scoring at 2 runs. He scored Brendan Comerford and Kyle Becker. He'll come to the plate once again here in the 4th. It'll be his second at bat. There's one out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Blues are chasing 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Diego Murillo. Pitch is a called strike 1. That one coming in close to his hands. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It's Diego Murillo at the plate. The pitch is swung on and sent to the left side of the field. Making the play is Ahani Rice. He throws it to first. The throw will be in time, and that'll be out number 2. Diego Murillo with a ground out to shortstop. And the second out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Number 37, Ethan Johnson.
That'll bring up Ethan Johnson. Johnson's 3rd game with the Blues on the season, his 2nd time at home. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat and looking to extend this inning. First pitch is a called strike 1. Johnson over at first. In for CJ Moran, who we've seen pretty continuously there. The redshirt freshman from the University of Missouri. It's 0-1. Second pitch is a called strike 2. It's 2 outs here in the 4th. The Blues are chasing 1. That pitch will miss low and outside for ball 1. Ethan Johnson, who's hitting 167 on the season over the course of 2 games. The 1-2 pitch is swung on for strike number 3, and that'll be it for the 4th inning. Once again, the Philippines baseball group faces just the minimum. It's their 3rd inning doing so. The Blues are still chasing 1 run. The score is 3-2 here at Sinsheimer. We will be back with the top of the 5th inning and the Philippines baseball group bats. score is 3-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. At the plate is the catcher Isaiah Chavez as he sees strike one from Matt Betancourt. The Philippines baseball group score no runs in the top of the 4th inning. However, with 2 hits and an error by the second baseman, they send 3 runners to the base paths. They leave 2 on after a strikeout looking by Hector Pena ends the inning. It's now Isaiah Chavez to the plate with 2 strikes. And make that 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And that will be strike 3. Matt Betancourt strikes out Isaiah Chavez for the first out in the top of the 5th inning. A strikeout swinging. And just like that, a lucky fan will go home with some hot sauce. To the plate now, Braden Sells. First pitch off the plate for ball 1. Sells, who was hit by pitch to lead it off in the 2nd inning, made his way all the way to 3rd on a wild pitch and then scored by Wyatt Lamonza for the first run of the game for the Philippines baseball group. He then, with an RBI double in the 3rd to score the run to put the Philippines baseball group ahead. He chops that one over to the 3rd baseman. It's Brendan Comerford who makes the throw off the bag just a little. Ethan Johnson with a huge stretch keeps his toes on the bag, and that is out number 2. A big throw by Brendan Comerford at 3rd, and an even bigger stretch by Johnson at 1st. And Caden Lewis to the plate. Brendan Comerford, who has just dominated the hot corner all season over at 3rd, did it once again over there. That pitch, a slow roller off the bat, kind of bounced over to Comerford, who came in deep and was able to make that throw despite having to rotate his body with the amount of momentum he was sending in towards home plate. Still made the throw in time to 1st. It's a 1-1 as that one's hit hard up on top of the press box. And that'll be strike 2 to Caden Lewis. Lewis, who was also hit by pitch in the 2nd, and then the wild pitch moved him to 2nd base. He was scored by a sac fly by Ahani Reister for the 2nd run to tie up the game for the Philippines baseball group. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The deuce is wild. That one hit off the end of the bat to the right side of the field. Kosei Suzuki is making the call, and he will make the catch for out number 3 here in the top of the 5th. The Blues face just the minimum, a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out to finish it off. The score is still 3-2. The Blues will swing their bats when we get back, trying to close that gap. Richie Barrera now on the mound for the Philippines baseball group. He comes in for Stefano Gonzalez, who pitched the first 4. Gonzalez, who faced just the minimum in the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th inning. So we'll see how Barrera keeps that up heading into the 5th. He will face Miles Mader, Kosei Suzuki, and Brady Alves here in the 5th. And it'll be Miles Mader who steps to the plate now. The Blues are still chasing 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They haven't scored since the 1st. It was Brendan Comerford and Kyle Becker who both scored off of a 2-run RBI double by Diego Murillo. We'll see how Miles Mader does here against the new pitcher. The first pitch by Barrera is fouled off by Miles Mader to the Little League field over on the first base side, and that'll be strike 1. The 0-1 misses for ball 1. And that'll be strike 2, looking to Miles Mader, who struck out against the starting pitcher Stefano Gonzalez in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning. The count is now 1-2. That one will miss for ball 2. Richie Barrera, a player at Los Angeles Mission College, played in 21 games in the 2026 season, as that one is hit hard out into foul play. It just hits off of the fence over by the first base dugout, and Miles Mader will stay alive here in this at bat. Two balls, 2 strikes to Miles Mader, the leadoff batter for the Blues here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're chasing 1. And that is a called strike 3 to Miles Mader, and he does not seem to agree. He's seeing as that one maybe off the plate a little bit on the outside. Miles Mader, nevertheless, will head back to the dugout for out number 1. It'll be his 2nd time striking out. This time it'll be looking, and that'll bring up Kosei Suzuki. Shadows beginning to encapsulate the field here at Sinsheimer. They creep in from right field. You can see they've taken over most of the infield, fully covering the pitching mound. Ball 1 to Kosei Suzuki, the count 1-0. Pitch is swung on and fouled back to the backstop for strike number 1. Kosei Suzuki a little bit in luck. It gets confusing here at Sinsheimer when the pitching mound is covered in shade, but the batter's box isn't. It makes it a little hard to track that ball. Luckily for Kosei at this point in the game, both are pretty much covered in shadows. That one misses outside for ball 2. Still a little bit of a awkward timing to be at the plate when the majority of the infield is covered, yet the outfield isn't. The sun is still shining. It's 7:30 here as that one is hit hard down the left side. Going back is Pena. That ball will fall fair. It looks like a home run. Kosei Suzuki Homers here at Sinsheimer. Kosei Suzuki ties up the game with a solo shot out to left field over the head of Hector Pena all the way back 335 feet. And the ball game is tied. Sorry, make that 369, 101 off of the bat. I'm not sure anyone here at Sinsheimer even realized it. The ball caught the sun out there in the left, and a home run for Kosei Suzuki. The game is tied for Brady Alves here in the fifth. He'll come to the plate with 1 out. He shows bunt and pulls back for ball 1. Kosei Suzuki ties it up all by himself here in the fifth off of the new pitcher, Richie Barrera. I apologize for my delay. I think along with a lot of other fans here at Sinsheimer didn't realize the ball had gone out. It's kind of always a phenom when someone hits it out here at Sinsheimer. It's not an easy ballpark to hit a home run, and that one just right over the lip of the outfield fence. Strike number 1 to Brady Alves. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. There's just 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No runners on, so we're sure to see Cesar Chavez, the top of the order, come to the plate. The 2-1 is swung on for strike number 2 to Brady Alves. Alves, who struck out swinging in the second. It's his second time at the plate today. Hitting in the 9th spot, playing over at second base. The 2-2 bounces out of the glove of the catcher Isaiah Chavez. Regardless, it was ball 3. The count 3-2. Full count to Brady Alves, looking to put a runner on for Cesar Chavez. It's kind of the job of that 9-hole. It's to get on and get the top of the order up. Chavez will come to the plate regardless, but to have a runner on. The 3-2, and just like that, Brady Alves will walk, and a base runner for the top of the order, Cesar Chavez. Brady Alves with quite the at-bat. He quickly gets ahead with 2 balls and then followed by 2 strikes, and then of course those last 2 balls puts him on. And the center fielder leadoff batter Chavez to the plate. The Blues have tied it up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're now looking to increase that lead. It would be Brady Alves over on first, and hopefully Cesar Chavez to do it. He sees strike 1. Chavez has reached base just once so far today. It's his 3rd at bat. Right now, he was hit by pitch in the 1st and then caught stealing going for 2nd. He then grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd. Called strike 2 to Chavez. Pitch coming in at 71 miles per hour by Barrera. That one will miss high for ball 1. Kosei Suzuki. Homer is here in the 5th to tie up the game. The Blues looking for a couple more runs to increase the lead. Sorry, to take the lead back and then hopefully increase it. A couple of insurance runs. It's been a pretty tight game here so far. The Blues who have scored 2 in the 1st and then that home run here in the 5th. With the Philippines baseball group who have scored in the 2nd and the 3rd so far. That one's fouled off. And Chavez staying alive in the at-bat. Kosei Suzuki, it's his 2nd home run. The first was up in Walnut Creek in the month of June. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cesar Chavez at the plate. That one is fouled off to the first base side. Chavez not letting go of this at bat. Chavez, a senior at Cal State LA. He's been with the Blues all season. He's really solidified that leadoff spot. He's looking to make something happen with just 1 out and a runner on first. The pitch is hit off the end of the bat. It's going down the right field line. It'll fall fair. Round goes Brady Alves heading for third. Chavez to second. And that'll be a double for Cesar Chavez. He'll move Brady Alves over to third. The Blues with 2 runners in scoring position for the left fielder, Dom Nahar. The catcher, Isaiah Chavez, will meet his pitcher on the mound. There's just 1 out here in the 5th. He strikes out Miles Mader, looking to lead off the inning. But then quickly a home run from Suzuki, a walk from Alves, and then that double from Chavez puts 2 runners in scoring position. The Philippines, who have won just 1 game so far on the season. A win here at Sinsheimer would be huge for the morale of the team, and they're fighting to keep the game at least tied here in the 5th, not let up any more runs. But it's Dom Nahar at the plate, and 2 runners, both in scoring position. First pitch is a called strike 1. Dom Nahar hitting .321 on the season so far. Plays in 22 games with 21 starts. That one in the dirt for ball 1. Nahar with 81 at-bats. He's scored 17 runs on 26 hits, 5 doubles, 6 RBIs, looking to increase that tally here with 2 runners on. Well, the 1-1 is swung on and back to the backstop for strike number 2. Dom Nahar, who we've also seen really move throughout the lineup. We saw him hitting lower in the lineup quite a bit. He hit in the 8th spot just on Saturday, and then moved up to the 2 spot on Sunday, and then of course again the 2 spots today. But we've seen him hit kind of all over. We've seen him really dominate hitting in that 9th spot. He does a good job of getting himself back onto base and then the top of the order back to the plate. The 1-2 is in the dirt. It'll get a little bit away from the catcher Chavez, but he will keep it in front. Alves will stay on third, and the count is 2-2. The Blues have broken up that little repeat of facing or just putting 3 batters to the plate. It was the 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th, and it was broken up here in the 5th. A swing and miss from Dom Nahar to finish the at-bat. There is now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brendan Comerford steps to the plate. Comerford, who reached base in the 1st, an error on the shortstop, put him on and then grounded out. Outgoing for 2nd in the 3rd. First pitch to him misses outside for ball 1. Runners still stand in scoring positions. Brady Alves on 3rd and Cesar Chavez on 2nd. Brendan Comerford, an average of .280. The 1-0 misses and gets away from the catcher. A dive, and Brady Alves is safe at home. Alves steals home after that ball gets away from the catcher, Isaiah Chavez. What a run for Brady Alves. That ball just outside of the batter's box. Maybe even still inside the circle there, and Alves takes off for home. It was a dive by the catcher, a dive by Alves, and Alves seems to win it. The Blues have taken the lead here in the 5th with 2 balls and no strikes to Brendan Comerford. A double steal moves Cesar Chavez over, and Brady Alves home on his own accord. It's always more fun to watch the games than read the box scores, because Brady Alves scores on a pass ball, but not just any pass ball. That one just trinkles away from the catcher. It was guts to take home, and he did it. It's 3 balls and no strikes as Comerford sees strike number 1. Not likely to see him swing there. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Timeout called by the pitcher, tying his shoes over on the mound. The Philippines infield pushed back. The center infielders both on the outfield line. 3 balls and 1 strike. It's Brendan Comerford at the plate. The pitch is swung on and hit up the middle of the field over to the second baseman, who lays out, makes the throw to first. It will not be in time. An RBI single by Brendan Comerford brings in Cesar Chavez, and the score increases 5-3. Brendan Comerford places that ball just out of the way of Braden Sells. He lays out and stops the ball from leaving the infield, but not enough time to turn around and make the throw to first. Brendan Comerford, who pushes his way down, is safe and scores another run for the Blues. With that, Kyle Becker will come to the plate. First pitch to him is swung on for strike number 1. Kyle Becker, the designated hitter for the Blues. He reached base in the first off of a walk and then was scored by Diego Murillo in a 2-run RBI double. He then flew out to left field in his second at-bat in the 4th. That one low and outside for ball 1. Comerford will stay over on first. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. It's Kyle Becker, the designated hitter, at the plate. Pitch misses outside again for ball 2. Kyle Becker, who appeared in the game against the Santa Barbara Foresters on Sunday. Not Saturday, but he played on Sunday. 2 strikeouts, a hit by pitch, and a single rounded out his day. He is looking for his first pitch today as he sees ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Kyle Becker at the plate. There's 2 outs and a runner on first. The Blues have already taken the lead here as the count runs full. Kyle Becker sees that one for strike 2. Looking for his pitch to keep this inning going. He hits that one hard and high out to right field. Coming in is Caden Lewis, and out Braden Sells. The second baseman will make the catch into the outfield to end the inning. But first, the Blues score 3 more runs A home run by Kosei Suzuki, the second batter of the inning, ties it up, followed by a walk by Brady Alves and a double by Cesar Chavez, which puts them both in scoring position on a pass ball just outside of the box. Brady Alves takes for home. He scores, beating Isaiah Chavez to the plate to take the lead, followed by an RBI single by Brennan Comerford to score Cesar Chavez. The Blues leave just one runner on off of 3 hits, and we will head into the top of the 6th inning, the Blues leading 5-3. Kosei Suzuki, a solo home run to tie up the ball game in the 5th, followed by 2 more runs scored off of Brady Alves and Cesar Chavez. The Blues take the lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. The score now 5-3. And the Philippines baseball group to the plate here in the top of the 6th. The first pitch fouled off for strike 1. At the plate is Ethan Granillo. He will face Matt Bancourt once again on the mound. The Blues, who face just the minimum in the top of the 5th. Second pitch is swung on for strike number 3. And that is it for the first batter here in the top of the 6th inning. Ethan Granillo strikes out to Matt Bancourt for out number 1.
Christopher Versailles.
Looks like there will be a pinch hitter for Nomar Vasquez. At the plate now is number 11, Christopher Versailles. He comes in hitting in the 8th spot and sees ball 1, and here he sees ball strike 1. Count is 1-1. That one hit up the left side of the field. It'll be Diego Murillo who stops the ball, but no throw over to first. So the new base runner Verceles will step to first.
For the Philippine team, number 5.
Nomar Vasquez, who struck out in his first at bat and then singled in his fourth, out off of after being hit into a out over heading for second. He's out, and Verceles singles in his first at bat. To the plate now is Wyatt Lamarnza. First pitch to him is a strike one. The Philippines baseball group chasing 2. The tying run at the plate, as that one's hit off the end of the bat to the backstop for strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is hit off the end of the barrel, and Lamarnza staying alive in this at-bat against Matt Betancourt. The wind is pumping out into left as that one is hit off the end of the bat into right. Kosei Suzuki makes the catch. He fires it back to first. The throw not in time. Verceles will step back onto first base before the throw is made. But nevertheless, out number 2, and the top of the order steps to the plate.
Back to the top of the order for the Philippines baseball group.
Ahani Reister to the plate. He's reached base twice, a single in the first, out going for second as he hits that one to the left side of the field. It'll drop right in front of Dom Nahar for a base hit. That'll be his third time to the base pads and his third single. He moves over Verceles to second. And a runner in scoring position for the Philippines baseball group. The tying run on first, Austin Bash. So it could be the one to take the lead. He hits that one in between the shortstop and third baseman. The throw all the way home, but there will be no base runner going. Verceles heads for third, and he'll stop there. Austin Bash, a single to the left side of the field, just as Ahani Reister had done. And it looks like the pitching coach out to the mound to visit Matt Betancourt quickly here in the top of the 6th inning. The bases are loaded. There are 2 outs, but the bases are loaded. On first is Austin Bash. On second is Ahani Reister. And on third, it's Christopher Verceles. Looks like they will leave in Betancourt here to try to get himself out of this. Just one more out gets him out. The tying run stands 180 feet away from home plate. The run to take the lead stands on first. Hector Pena to the plate. First pitch to Pena, swung on for strike 1. Hector Pena, who struck out swinging in the first, he was hit by pitch in the third. An RBI from Braden Sells scores him the run to take the lead for the first time for the Philippines baseball group. And then struck out looking in the fourth. And that one misses low and outside for ball 1. The bases are loaded here in the top of the 6th inning. The Philippines baseball group needs to score 2 to tie at 3 to take the lead. The 1-1 is hit off the end of the bat over to right field. Kosei Suzuki moving over. He will make the catch on the run. And the Blues get out of a bases loaded situation with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. off of 3 hits, no runs scored. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base. The Blues still hold the lead heading into the bottom half of the inning. The score 5-3. The score is 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Diego Murillo will lead it off here for the Blues, the shortstop who doubled in the first, scoring the first 2 runs of the game for the SLO Blues. He then grounded out to shortstop in his second at-bat. It'll be his 3rd time to the plate as he sees ball 1. The Blues, who took back the lead in the bottom of the 5th inning after a solo shot by Kosei Suzuki, as Murillo sends that one over to the shortstop, who fires it to first for out number 1. That'll be Murillo's second ground out to the shortstop, Ahani Reister. That'll bring up Ethan Johnson to the plate. Johnson, who has yet to reach base or have a hit in the game. He flew out to left field in the first and then struck out swinging in the 4th. He's looking for his first hit and his first time on the base pads here today. First pitch is swung on and hit off the end of the bat, going to the left side of the field. Going out is the third baseman, Christopher Vercelles, but it will fall just on the fence between the field and the visitors' bullpen. And that'll be strike 1. The Blues, who last played the Philippines baseball group at home, beat them just 5-4. We're seeing a kind of similar game here once again. It's a low-scoring game and a lot of action on both sides. It's keeping the game suspenseful for sure. Ethan Johnson sees strike 2. The count 0-2. The pitch is swung on and hit up the middle of the field, and that will be a base hit for Ethan Johnson. Up the middle of the field, he heads for first, and that is a base runner for the Blues here in the 6th. Ethan Johnson over on first. It's his first base hit here in the game. A single to keep this inning going. A base runner for the catcher, Miles Mader. First pitch is high for ball one. It's Ethan Johnson's second hit here at Sinsheimer on the season. It's his second game at Sinsheimer, so if he keeps that going, it's a pretty good track record. That one hit to the left side of the field high, and it will be caught by the third baseman, Christopher Vercelles. And that'll be out too. Miles Mader, who has struck out swinging and looking and now popped out to third base so far on the day. And that'll bring up the man of the hour. It's Kosei Suzuki to the plate. The home run hitter who tied the game up in the bottom of the fifth comes to the plate with a runner on first. It's Ethan Johnson over at first for Kosei Suzuki. That one out of the glove of the catcher. Off goes Johnson for second. The throw will be in time, and just like that, the sixth inning is over. Ethan Johnson, with not the best jump, takes off for second. It's not his fault. He didn't see where the ball was going. Isaiah Chavez kind of bobbled it in his hands and saw the chance to take for second. Unfortunately, unable to get there in time. So the Blues score no runs off of one hit, no errors. They leave no runners on the base pads. We'll head into the top of the seventh. The Blues still lead 5-3. Mikey Rodriguez on the mound for the Blues here in the top of the seventh inning. And it looks like there will be a pinch hitter for Isaiah Chavez.
17 is Damian Steck.
It'll be number 17, Damian Steck. He comes in for the catcher, Isaiah Chavez. As I was saying, the right-handed pitcher Mikey Rodriguez on the mound from Youngstown State, originally from Sharon, Pennsylvania, so spending his summer quite a ways away from home. He, in his 8th appearance with the Blues on the season, as the new batter Steck sees strike one. Rodriguez, who's pitched 13 2/3 innings, an ERA of 3.29 and 22 strikeouts. As Steck sees ball 3. The count is 3-1 to the leadoff batter of the inning. And his first at-bat of the game, Damian Steck. I called strike 2. It looks like Steck looked to go, pulled back, but was called strike anyways. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mikey Rodriguez on the mound, a new pitcher and a new batter, and Damian Steck at the plate. That one is swung on and sent down the left field line. It'll fall foul all the way into the corner. Going back is Dom Nahar. He will hit the cutoff man, but that will be a double for Damian Steck in his first at-bat here against the Blues. Damian Steck now stands in scoring position 180 feet away from bringing this game a little closer for the Philippines baseball group. They held the lead against the Blues for 2 innings before that solo home run shot by Kosei Suzuki tied it up, and then of course the Blues scoring 2 more to take the lead 5-3. They had an opportunity in the 6th. The bases were loaded with 2 outs, and a fly to right field ended the top half of the inning, unable to capitalize on any of their base runners. At the plate now is Braden Sells. He sees strike 1. That one misses low for ball 1. A chill has washed over Sinsheimer Stadium. It was a pretty nice day all day here in SLO. It got a little bit toasty, but not anything too bad, especially considering what we are to expect in the days to come. That one's hit off the end of the bat over to the right side of the field. Making the catch is the first baseman, Ethan Johnson. Makes the catch for the first out here in the top of the 7th in foul territory, right in front of the home dugout. And that will send Caden Lewis to the plate.
Here's the number 28, Caden Lewis.
Caden Lewis, who's reached base just once so far today. He was hit by pitch in his first at-bat, and then wild pitch got him to second. He was eventually scored off of a sac fly by Ahani Reister. He then grounded out to second in his second at-bat and then struck out in the last inning. This will be his 4th time, and then flew out to right field in his 3rd at-bat. He'll swing for strike 2. I heard the first fan calling hot sauce right as the bat crossed the plate and the ball into the glove of Miles Mader. Fans are passionate about their free hot sauce here at Sinsheimer. That one, a slow swing by Caden Lewis. He chases that one to the outside of the plate for strike number 3. Mikey Rodriguez baiting Lewis with that pitch to the outside corner. And Ethan Granillo to the plate. The Philippines baseball group with a runner on second. First pitch, strike 1. A runner on second. They're down by 2 runs. No balls and 1 strike at the plate. It's Ethan Granillo. A pitch will get away from the catcher, Miles Mader. Off goes Damian Steck to third. A pass ball puts him 90 feet away from scoring. 1 ball, 1 strike. A runner stands on third. That one will miss low and outside for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. The Blues hoping to keep the score at bay as that one's fouled off over to the Little League field for strike 2. The Blues, who took the lead for the first time in the bottom of the first inning, they scored 2 runs. They held that lead until the top of the second, where the Philippines baseball group scored 2 right back. The Blues unable to score any in the second, and then in the top of the third, the Philippines baseball group score 1 more to take the lead. The count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A runner stands on third for the Philippines baseball group. The tying run at the plate. There are 2 outs. Mikey Rodriguez on the mound. And he thinks that is it. Mikey Rodriguez heads for the dugout, thinking that was strike 3, but alas, Ethan Granillo now stands on first. Ethan Granillo walks in a full count, and that'll bring up Christopher Vercellez. It'll be his second time to the plate today. He came in for Nomar Vasquez. Big lead from Ethan Granillo over on first as Vercellez swings for strike 1. Mikey Rodriguez thinking that was the end of the inning there with that last pitch to Granillo. 0-1. Is a called strike 1. A big throw from Miles Mader down home. It gets away from the glove of Brendan Comerford, and that will score Damian Steck. An error by the catcher, the second on Miles Mader today, and the Philippines baseball group comes within just 1. I don't know if it was a little bit of a miscommunication there or a just bad throw by Miles Mader down to the third baseman. It's a little bit hard in this situation. I mean, he's got a right-handed batter trying to throw and backpick down the third base side. I mean, not only does he have to avoid the batter in the batter's box, but has to try to make that accurate throw in time, as that one is hit hard over to the right side of the field. It's Brady Alves who calls for the ball. He makes the catch to finish the inning.
Get up and stretch a little bit.
The Philippines baseball group, they score 1 run off of just 1 hit. They leave 1 runner on base with an error to the catcher, Miles Mader. We will stretch it out here at Sinsheimer. The Blues still lead the score now 5-4. Kosei Suzuki will lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Blues lead 5-4 after the Philippines baseball group scores 1 in the 7th off of an error by the catcher Miles Mader. He was attempting to back pick Damian Steck over at third. The ball off of the base pads to Brendan Comerford, the third baseman, and into left field allowed Steck to take his way home. The Philippines baseball group just within 1 run. But first, the San Luis Obispo Blues at the plate here in the 7th. Kosei Suzuki sees strike 1. The count is even. Kosei Suzuki grounded out in the 2nd, and of course that solo homer in the 5th to tie up the game. He came to the plate in the 6th, but not before Ethan Johnson was thrown out heading for 2nd. So Kosei Suzuki will get another chance at the plate here. He had the opportunity to see the pitcher Richie Barrera, but this will be his first time with a full at bat. The count is 2-1 to the leadoff batter of the inning. Pitch is hit off the hands and will fall foul over the first base side for strike 2. Fans come out to support their Blues today. A Wednesday afternoon game, the first home game since the Blues played the Santa Barbara Foresters last Tuesday. Today, 1,357 fans came to watch their beloved Blues play in the last Wednesday home game of regular season play. The count is full to Kosei Suzuki. The season is not over yet. If you still want a chance to watch your Blues play, you'll have a couple of opportunities. They'll play at home Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That one hit hard by Kosei Suzuki to the left side of the field. Going back is the third baseman, Verceles, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Kosei Suzuki, a pop out to the third baseman will send him back to the dugout in time for Brady Alves to step to the plate. If you're reading the box score of the game, you might see Brady Alves scoring on a pass ball in the 5th, but I have to note the level of intensity in that pass ball. It didn't even leave the circle surrounding the batter's box, and Brady Alves took it himself. A dive headfirst into home plate by both Brady Alves and the catcher at the time, Isaiah Chavez, both attempting to get to the plate first. It's Brady Alves who won that one to take the lead for the Blues in the 5th inning. The count is 0-1 to Brady Alves. That one in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-1 misses outside for ball 2. There's one out here, so the top of the order will come to the plate, and Cesar Chavez, who currently stands on deck. Two balls, one strike. The pitch to Alves is swung on for strike number 2. Alves, who struck out in his first at-bat and then walked in his second, looking for his first hit of the day. The Blues needing to score a few more insurance run. As Brady Alves hits that one up the middle of the field, it'll fall between the right fielder and center fielder. He will stay at first, and that will be a single for Brady Alves. In a 2-2 count, Brady Alves sends that one flying to right center field, and that'll land for a base hit. Brady Alves with his first hit of the game, and that'll bring up Cesar Chavez.
Hitting now number 49, Cesar Chavez.
Brady Alves over on first for Cesar Chavez as he sees strike one. There's just one out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. A few more insurance runs, crucial for the Blues to hold this lead. We've seen both the Philippines and the Blues fight back and forth in these innings, back and forth of who has the lead. And it's currently with the Blues, but the Philippines baseball group who already scored one, as that one is hit up the middle of the field. A dive out from Brady Sells, but it gets underneath his glove into center field. And that'll be a base hit for Cesar Chavez, his second of the day and his third time onto the base pads. He moves Brady Alves into scoring position, and that'll bring up Dom Nahar.
That brings up number 23, left fielder
Dom Nahar, who has yet to hit in the game today. He popped out to third base and then struck out swinging twice in a huge opportunity for him here with 2 runners on and just 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Both base runners off of their bag. Alves dancing at second, trying to distract the pitcher Barrera. The first pitch to Nahar, a called strike one. No balls and 2 strikes to Dom Nahar. The pitch is swung on and hit off the end of the bat over the first base side. Nahar will stay alive in the at-bat.
Thanks to Austin and Aaron.
Dom Nahar's last hit coming in the 5th inning on Sunday against the Santa Barbara Foresters. It was an RBI single, and a little bit of magic like that could work for the Blues here right now. No balls and 2 strikes. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, 2 runners on. Brady Alves in scoring position on second, drawing the attention of Barrera. He dances. The pitch will go home. Swung on and missed. It looks like it just caught a bit of the bat, and Dom Nahar will get another life. No balls and 2 strikes to Dom Nahar at the plate. The Blues just 1 run ahead of the Philippines baseball group. The 0-2 misses outside, and Dom Nahar will see ball 1. A long at-bat paired with 2 strikes and a couple of balls fouled off by Nahar. He finally sees the first ball. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is swung on and hit up the middle of the field. That'll get in between the second baseman and the shortstop. Around comes Brady Alves. No throw home. He will be safe. The Blues will score 1 more run. Dom Nahar, an RBI single in the bottom of the 7th.
This week has Coors Light and Coors Banquet for $3.
And Dom Nahar brings the magic back here to Sinsheimer. An RBI single just as he had done in Santa Barbara against the Foresters on Sunday. And the Blues increase their lead as 6-4. Runners still on first and second. Now it's Dom Nahar at first and Chavez at second base. And Brendan Comerford to the plate. First pitch to him, gets away from the catcher, bounces back into the field. It's the pitcher who picks up the ball, but both runners will advance a base on a pass ball by the catcher. And just like that, the Blues with 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Brady Alves has scored for the 2nd time today. Chavez stands on 3rd and Nahar on 2nd. His first time on the base pads today. That one's fouled off to the backstop for strike 1. Brendan Comerford reached base on an error by the shortstop in the 1st inning, eventually brought around to score by Diego Murillo. Then reached base again in the 5th. It was an RBI single. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch in the dirt. The catcher Damian Steck will keep it in front. No runners will head home. Well, that'll be ball 2. That one hit high out into center field. Going back is Wyatt Lamarnza. He will catch that ball. Heading home is Cesar Chavez, who will score for the 7th run here at Sinsheimer tonight. A sac fly by Brendan Comerford. And Chavez comes home, and Dom Nahar heads for 3rd. A couple of changes to the fielding as it was in the lineup. Now in the squad is Damian Steck in for Isaiah Chavez, and out at 3rd is now Christopher Vercelles in for Nomar Vasquez. To the plate now is Kyle Becker. He'll come up with 2 outs now and just 1 runner in scoring position. He'll hit that one hard over into left center field. It'll be the left fielder Hector Pena to make the catch and end the inning. The Blues score 2 more runs off of 3 hits. No errors and 1 runner left on base. The score now 4-7 as we head into the 8th. The Blues score 2 more runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. The score is now 7-4. The bottom of the order, Wyatt Lamarnza at the plate for the Philippines Baseball Group. He shows bunt, pulls back, and that'll be ball 1. Lamarnza with an RBI single in the top of the second inning. His first time on the base pads, and then in the 6th inning, he flew out to right field. Comes to the plate with the Philippines baseball group chasing 3. He sees strike 1. Lamarnza hitting 103 on the season as he sees as he swings on strike 2. 103 over 15 games played and 10 starts, 29 at bats, 4 runs scored off of 3 hits. The count is 1-2. That one misses outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fans yelling for the beloved hot sauce as he hits that one over to the second baseman, Brady Alves. He'll field it and send it to first for out number 1. It is getting late here at Sinsheimer. It's the top of the 8th inning. The Blues are up 7-4, looking to keep that lead as they face the top of the lineup, Ahani Reister. The lights fully illuminating the field now at Sinsheimer, contrasting with the Blues' all-white uniforms as Reister sees strike 1. The Blues will head to Thousand Oaks, California to take on the Conejo Oaks tomorrow at 4 p.m. We will have it all here on the Blues Streaming Network. That one hit over to Brady Alves once again. He'll scramble, get that one to first. And the throw will be in time for out number 2. At the plate now for the Philippines baseball group will be Austin Bash. Austin Bash, who singled in the 6th. One of the 3 base runners left on at the end of the top of the 6th inning. He'll now come to the plate with 2 outs. First pitch is swung on and sent foul over the third base side out into the parking lot. As always, a slew of children running out into the dark parking lot trying to catch a lucky baseball. That one's going to be hit hard out into left field as Dom Nahar tracking back. And that will be it for the top of the 8th inning. The Blues face just the minimum in the 9, the 1, and the 2. They hold their lead 7-4. We head into the bottom of the 8th. Due up Diego Murillo, Ethan Johnson, and Miles Mader. We will have it all here on the Blues Streaming Network. Diego Murillo will lead it off for the Blues here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They still hold the lead 7-4 on the mound now for the Philippines baseball group. Serving in strike one is Cal El Holgan, the right-handed pitcher originally from San Fernando. He faces Diego Murillo here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that'll be strike two, looking to the shortstop. Murillo with the 2 RBI double in the first inning to score the first 2 runs of the game for the Blues, followed by a pair of groundouts to the shortstop. He looks to get things going here in the 8th. The Blues still in slam range for the Philippines baseball group. A swing and a miss will strike out Diego Murillo here in the bottom of the 8th inning. A 3-pitch out to Diego Murillo, and that will bring up Ethan Johnson. Ethan Johnson, who reached base in the 6th inning. It was a single and caught stealing going for second to end the inning. Before that, a strikeout in the 4th and a fly out to left in the 1st. He sees ball 1 from the new pitcher, El Holgan. The second pitch coming in as a strike. The count 1-1 with 1 out to the first baseman, Ethan Johnson. The pitch is a called strike 2. That one inside on Johnson. He leans back a little bit as that one is called strike 2. That one misses low and outside. The count is even 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Blues ahead by 3 runs to the Philippines baseball group. They will have another chance at the plate in the top of the 9 as that one is hit hard over to the second baseman, who makes the throw to first for out number 2. Ethan Johnson grounds out to the second baseman, and that'll bring Miles Mader to the plate. Miles Mader, who has yet to reach base, or so far in the game, a strikeout looking in the second, a strikeout swinging in the second, looking in the 5th, and then a pop out to the first baseman in the 6th. The Blues within slam range. A grand slam would put the Philippines baseball group in the lead if they were to do so in the 9th. First pitch to Mader misses outside for ball 1. Miles Mader currently hitting .289 on the season over 26 games played on 23 starts. 97 at-bats, 19 runs scored off of 28 hits. 6 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, one of which at home, as he sees ball number 2. The pitch, and inside strike 1. We just saw that similar pitch to Ethan Johnson, but on the other side of the plate. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 8th. The pitch misses high for ball 3. Mader well ahead of the count here. The 3-1 is swung on for strike number 2, and the count runs full to Miles Mader. Mader with 2 strikeouts already on the day, as well as a pop out. Good contact on the ball would be huge for the catcher right here. The pitch is swung on and hit hard. That's high and will trickle just into the outfield. It's the second baseman going back and making the catch, Braden Sells, and that will end the 8th inning. The Blues send just 3 batters to the plate. A strikeout, a ground out, and a pop out to finish it. The Blues still lead 7-4. The Philippines baseball group with one more chance to make something happen as we head into the top of the 9th. Chance Jasso on the mound for the Blues here in the top of the 9th inning. He comes in for Mikey Rodriguez, and it looks like there will be a pinch hitter for Hector Pena. It'll be number 4, Mays Borgmeyer. He'll come in for the left fielder here in the top of the 9th. The first hit is going to be hit over to the second baseman, Brady Alves. He will make the throw over to first for out number 1. Borgmeyer out on the first pitch over to Brady Alves. A easy 4-3 for out number 1.
Here's number 17, Damian Steck.
Damian Steck now to the plate. It'll be his second at bat. He'll come to the plate with 1 out. His first look at Chance Jasso, and that'll be a called strike 1. Jasso with an ERA of 2 over 13 appearances and 18 innings pitched. The 0-1 gets away from the catcher, Miles Mader, for ball 1. Damian Steck led off the top of the 7th inning with a double his first hit of the game. Eventually was brought around to score. An error by the catcher Miles Mader trying to back pick him brings him in to score the 4th run for the Philippines baseball group. Pitch is swung on for strike number 2. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Number 17, Damian Steck at the plate. Chance Jasso Blues closer on the mound. That pitch fouled off to the backstop. Steck will stay alive. Jasso, the Blues go-to, closing out tighter games. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is swung on for strike number 3. Chance Jasso strikes out the second batter of the 9th inning. The Blues just 1 out away from finishing the game and clinching that playoff spot. And Braden Sells will come to the plate. First pitch to Sells is a called strike 1. Braden Sells first reached base in his first at-bat. In the second, it was a hit by pitch and was eventually brought around to score by Wyatt Lamarsa, an RBI single. That one will come in for ball 1. Sells then with an RBI double in the 3rd. The RBI to give the Philippines baseball group their first and only lead of the game. That one hit hard over to the first baseman. Johnson will take it himself, and that will be it. The final score of this ball game, 7-4. The SLO Blues score 7 runs in the 1st, the 5th, and the 7th inning. The Philippines baseball group score 4 in the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 7th. They take the lead for a little bit of time there in the 3rd. Hold the Blues until they score a couple more in the 5th. All coming down to that single home run by Kosei Suzuki in the 5th to tie up the game, and then the pass ball that scored Brady Owls, and of course the RBI single by Brendan Comerford to score Cesar Chavez. And then again in the 7th is Brady Owls, who scores once again off of an RBI by Dom Nahar, and then Chavez, who comes in on a sac fly by Brendan Comerford. What a game for the Blues. The final score 7-4. Brendan Comerford, dog of the day for the Blues today. Let's look at his box score of the day. He reached base first in the 1st off of an error by the shortstop, stole to get to 2nd, and then scored off of that 2 RBI double by Diego Murillo. He then grounded outgoing for 2nd in the 3rd inning. An RBI single in the 5th, and then a sac fly in the 7th. Really made the difference through the game today. Brendan Comerford, who you can always kind of rely over in that 3-hole over at 3rd base. Our man on the hot corner, Brendan Comerford, dog of the day. Well, folks, if you missed tonight's game, don't worry, because we've got plenty more coming up here in the week to come. Tomorrow they will head to Thousand Oaks, California. I will be with you, of course, and we'll have the game live here on the Blues Streaming Network. And then back to Sinsheimer Stadium on Friday. They'll take on the Conejo Oaks once again, this time at home. And then the Academy Barons on Saturday. It's a firework game, so even if you can't get tickets, which you should try to do because it'll be the last one of the season, we will stream it live here on the Blues Streaming Network, so no worries there. And then, of course, we'll play the last home game of regular season play on Sunday at 2 p.m. against the Orange County Riptide. But right here, right now, folks, the Blues have clinched a playoff spot. They will play on Tuesday here at Sinsheimer next week. So if you're looking to catch a playoff game, that would be the time to do it. Well, folks, it's closing time here at Sinsheimer. My name is Addy Daudet. It has been lovely watching another Blues game here in lovely San Luis Obispo. Catch it tomorrow. Conejo Oaks versus